Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. It's the Temple Owls and the USF Bulls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, the Bulls head coach told me before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would
The Bulls ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Temple Owls offense will go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Guys, let's think for just a moment about Temple. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top.
Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Owls are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Smith. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Temple!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. It's
pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
With the catch, it's Hardy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Smith. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he tacks on the extra point.
14, South Florida, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USF. PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Under fire. Working the middle. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Got enough for the first. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Might as well give it to him again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. To throw, it's Van Buren. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Goes to the option. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The run inside. It's Collins. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Flips it out in the flat. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulls!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those...
Oh, a lot of space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. That's reeled in. It's Chase. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The give on the counter. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The give on the counter. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Quarterback moving. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run it on the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The snap sets up to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds his man. It's Odom. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Hauls it in. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here comes the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Pulls it again on the option. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. The give on the counter. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. On the ground, it's Isaac. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. They'll send out the kicker here. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Smith. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to pass, it's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. Got his man. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Dances away. He'll pull it down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got it in the middle. It's Isaac. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
The Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Now USC will call its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Van Buren. He wants it all. Touchdown Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Getting close to halftime, and the training staff will get a good look at him during the break. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Northwestern able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the 2nd half underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This USF offense will open this drive right here. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It'll be a draw. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the second half. First drive, get them in a 3rd down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
The Bulls send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Off play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Temple lining up to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Just feeds the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. The option, the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sullivan. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. The 20, the 10, Takes it in. Touchdown, Owls.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Selden. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Wants to keep it in the air. The screen, and watch out.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Moves away as he feels pressure. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's second and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Maybe a crease. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now on the move. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here. Makes a catch. Touchdown, South Florida. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. On the run, it's Isaac. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Bulls decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Out of bounds at the 42. And that's a first down.
Rides the option, he keeps it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to run for it. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Right back to the well. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Keeps it himself. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. On the run, it's Isaac. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Isaac.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Still looking on the move. Quarterback gets past the marker. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Bulls moving quickly to the line.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls. Great job by the back on the option. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th-quarter lead. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Running inside, it's Mason. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. They're working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Pocket breaking down. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. The throw. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another first and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And tackled there by the defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. That's caught. It's Clark. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires on the run. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use the time. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've